Hello, welcome to Finance 397 at Trident University, Personal Finance. This is the study guide for the Module 3 case, Managing Credit. So Module 3 case deals with managing your credit. So by now you've read, studied, and taken notes on the information below, which is also in Module 3 resources and embedded in the required reading. This was to obtain a basic explanation of your credit score from your credit score and credit report explained, obtain a free credit score report from freecreditscore.com, obtain a free credit report from annualcreditreport.com, and obtain a quick how-to introduction of managing your credit from Managing Credit, and then find the basic borrowing money at Borrowing Basics. So you want to use all those resources, read up on that, and then you want to develop an overview of how to successfully manage your credit score and obtain a loan. So write a 6 to 10 page paper, including the cover page and a reference page to explain your credit management process and what the banker will consider. You will need to get your free credit report and your free Experian credit score to complete the paper. So managing your credit is about getting a loan, and if you're self-employed, it can be an issue because it's hard to come up with a proof of earnings. So that's why filing your tax return and actually reporting income and paying a little bit of tax, paying some tax, can help you get a loan. They're going to look at your wages, they're going to look at your salary, your assets, your income. They're going to look at your ability to repay the loan. Managing your credit. Some people think if they have no credit cards, they have no debt at all. That's the best thing to keep their credit perfect, and that's not the case. You need to be opening and closing lines of credits every year. You should, every year or two, you should open a new credit card, close an old one down. The more credit that's available to you, the more old credit cards that are sitting there unused, that hurts your credit score because it's like available credit that you're not using. So you want to utilize your credit, but if you utilize it too much, if you use too much, if you're using 98% of your borrowing capacity right now, your credit score is going to go down and it's going to be harder to get a loan. So you want to use enough of your credit to keep your score high, but you want to pay it off regularly. And the fact that you're opening loans and paying them off on a timely basis, that over time will cause your credit score to go up. So what are the required sections or topics for this case assignment for your essay? You want to give an overview of the credit management process, the things I just talked about. Uh, what does your Experian credit report comprise? What are the strong points of your report? What are the weak points? What must you do to improve your credit report? What is your Experian credit score number? Anything over 680 is pretty good. Anything over 700 is really good. 720, even better. Uh, what is your Experian credit score rating? Poor, good, or excellent? So excellent, I think, is like a 720. A good is like a 680 to a 720. 720 to a 750, I think, is excellent. What items will a banker consider when you request a loan for a house? And describe each of the 4 C's a banker will consider in making a loan. And as you discuss the 4 C's, identify the source of the information for each C. So they're going to look at your down payment size, whether the home is a co-op, a condo, or an actual house, because if it's an actual house, it's easier to lend on than a co-op or condo. What's the condition of the house? What kind of shape is it in? Because if it needs a lot of repairs to be able to live in, then that's a risk for them to be able to recover. They're going to look at your income, your credit history, those kind of things. So the 4 C's are capacity, collateral, capital, and credit, right? So if you're going to borrow money to buy a house, you need to have the capacity. That means you have like the ability to repay, plus you don't have a lot of other debt that's already eating up your ability to repay. So you have borrowing capacity. You want to have collateral. So is the house good collateral? That gets into, is the co-op, is it a condo? Those are worse collateral than an actual house because there can be some complications there. Some condos are non-warrantable, they're non-lendable. Some co-ops are messy. So it's not anything wrong with buying a co-op, and you can get a mortgage on one, but it's just in some situations you can't, or in some situations it's harder, or there's a higher interest rate because the collateral is an issue. Capital is looking at your overall capital that's available to invest. What percent of your capital is this asset? And then credit is your credit history. So you've got those 4 C's. You want to discuss those. The assignment expectations are use 12-point Times New Roman font on the entire assignment. Complete the 6 to 10-page essay, including a cover page, as per the example in the Module 1 resources. Use APA format, in-text citations, and cover page. When you have completed the Case 3, upload it to the Case 3 Dropbox.